6-0 run by Detroit, and here comes Mcgrady. Well, look at the crowd.
All right.
I don't think anybody expected to see him tonight. And Tracy Mcgrady will come in for Buttinger.
How's that for a warm welcome? Has let you know that this crowd appreciate what Tracy has brought to this team for many, many years. When he's healthy, he's one of the more electrifying players in the game.
And I like the way Rick Adelman's getting him right out there because he just warmed up. He didn't want him to cool off. He's still hot. Go ahead and put him out there and see what he can do.
I like it. But you got to learn how to stay on the court. That's a turnover that should never happen.
Austin Day out of Gonzaga was drafted #1 by the Pistons, and then they picked up Jerebko in the second round, and actually he's played more than Day had. Mcgrady coming off a pick, misses his first shot. That probably is an outside player. He's not going to drive to the basket very much.
McGrady's going to come back. He's got to do everything he's supposed to be able to do.
There's Jerebko going to the basket, short on the shot. Good defense by Mcgrady. Jerebko gets it back, sweeping hook shot. Battier tips it to Mcgrady.
Jerebko about 6'10", big kid.
Yep. Barely wait.
That was 2.1 seconds.
Speeding bullet. And John Keister wants to call a timeout. The Rockets on a 9-0 run and have taken a 5-point lead. Pass breaks. He's trying to get up the court. He just rolled his eyeballs when he came over at timeout. He said, man, this is a lot different than the last time I played.
Absolutely. Luis Scola, Aaron Brooks running the break to perfection. These guys are athletes.
He's trying to get up the court and join in, but it's hard to do.
Got to get on your horse. Hustle.
February the 9th of last year was the last time Tracy Mcgrady played. Jerebko with a miss. Aaron Brooks again. This time Mcgrady tries to get down the court in a hurry, but they decided to slow it up. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Trying to run something for T-Mac as he curls around the ball, and it was deflected. Mcgrady out to Brooks. Brooks cross court to Lowry. Lowry sees Mcgrady, fires it up. Mcgrady for a three! T for a three!
Well, Rockets fans have been certainly used to seeing that from Tracy Mcgrady. As you would say, 3 from the parking lot.
Yes, indeed. Well, he's been shooting a lot, and we've watched him in the pregame, and there's a nice drive by Rodney Stuckey.
It's one of the keys. The Rockets have got to keep the Pistons out of their paint on dribble penetration. That's when they're most dangerous. Now, Tracy Mcgrady has played about 6 minutes so far.
He ought to be able to post up Jerebko. Let's see the isolation from Mcgrady. Takes it to the basket, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
See, I saw some explosion there. I never saw that last season. Here's Tracy Mcgrady coming down, says, I'm open, give it up. Look at that. Steps into it, nothing but net. That's a confident stroke. That's shooting like a guy who expects to make that shot.
Those are the career numbers for T-Mac. And since entering the game, the Rockets have outscored Detroit. Since T-Mac entered the game, it's 18-8 Houston.
Well, he gives them that extra bit of swagger as well. A player who's proven that everyone knows has big-time game. And when he's on the floor, everyone's a better player for the Rockets.
Got to work on those free throws after you've run a little bit. You know, it's one thing to practice them
when you're healthy, when you're not, well, when you're rested.
Yeah. When you're 95. And his motto was, get the play right.
I love Earl Strong.
Yeah, I think he was the best.
He's the best of all times by far. It wasn't even, nobody else is even in the same conversation.
He had a great personality. There's T-Mac, just under 8 minutes played, 3 points. And look at that smile on his face. It's just good to be back, isn't it?
Absolutely. It doesn't get any better. Players want to play the game, Bill.
So Tracy Mcgrady, who missed the first 23 games. He was hurt in last February, underwent microfracture surgery, the similar surgery that Kenyon Martin had. Of course, the 9th pick in 1997. He's been a 7-time All-Star and a 2-time scoring champion. But they're not sure exactly how he's going to fit into this group. Scola's wide open and he knocks it down.
And the one thing Scola can do is hit the 16-foot jump shot. And they've
red hot.
And another team that comes out smoking 58% to 30. I mean, you're not going to have a lead very often when that happens.
Carmelo around T-Mac. And he'll shoot 2.
You know, I was just saying a while ago, interesting, Mcgrady comes in for Battier, who does such a good job on Melo, and no way that Mcgrady could guard Melo, but with the surgery and coming back, you probably don't want him sitting on the bench too long after warm-ups because he's still loose.
The last
61% shooting.
That's the old dilemma. Is it the chicken or the egg? Is it the offense or the defense?
Well, we better get the rooster out of the hen house, what they ought to do.
Trevor Ariza, long 3, got it. That's a 2-pointer, excuse me.
And you live with that. I mean, that's a tough shot, and Ariza hits it. But that, you know, I'm not sure they want to live on Ariza shooting a pull-up 22-footer with a hand on.
Carmelo drive the base. And Chuck Hayes the rebound. Carmelo 1 of 6 shooting to open it up. And J.R. Smith got his hand in. Nice play, J.R. on defense.
6 coming in for 6'8". They're undersized, but they play so hard. And Landry, as will Hayes, will take charges left and right, as will Scola.
Yeah, I think they're the best team in the league at taking the charge. No doubt about that.
Don't forget Battier, Ariza. I mean, they play defense with their bodies the way you're supposed to play.
Tracy Mcgrady had 3 points last night. On the dribble drive, lost it. JR's got it. It's a 3-on-2. Center into Billups. Bounce to Melo. That's how you run the fast break. So the Nuggets are looking for their first lead. And they may be able to get it as Carmelo Anthony steps to the free throw line.
Seeing if somebody can make a good pass.
Just the 2nd team foul on Denver. So the Nuggets have played this first quarter very well. Pass underneath. And Martin with a big block. Mcgrady covered quickly by the Bird. Now Scola, double team. Got to stick with him. Don't let him dribble out of there. Mcgrady for 3. And Birdman rebounds. He has been a force on the defensive boards in the last 2 games. Kyle Lowry's in guarding J.R. Smith. Now Carmelo. Over Mcgrady. I'm going to take Mcgrady right to the rack there. Here's Lowry, who is a dynamo. Ariza. And Kenyon Martin rebounds.
Boy, the bigs of Denver not staying up with Landry. Landry just running and working it. Can't be a spectator against Houston. Of all teams, you cannot be a spectator against Houston. More sloppy with the basketball.
Pass underneath Lowry out to Budinger. And Birdman, another block. Ball is free. JR's got it. With JR and Ty Lawson in the backcourt. Kenyon, Melo, and Bird up front. JR shaking and baking.
He picked his dribble up too quick. He had Budinger back.
Rockets like to pack their defense in. Now Carmelo around the screen. Lost it. Tries to dunk. And he's fouled by David Anderson, the rookie from Australia. There's Anderson.
Now in the far corner at the top of your screen and appearing in his 3rd game this week and 3rd game of the season, Tracy Mcgrady.
He is back. He's not all the way back, but he's playing again.
And here he is trying to drive on Kidd. Went to Hayes, set a shot clock, runs out, no basket. Violation. Scola almost got it away in time, but not quite.
He loves that left corner right there, that left elbow. Scola does, and once again, as I mentioned earlier, Damp doesn't like to come out there. He's a little bit uncomfortable.
No basket. It was a shot clock violation. Let's follow up on the Mcgrady point. He's played 8 minutes of the first half of the last 2 games, and that's been it. Just under 8 minutes. He scored a 3-pointer in 1 game against Detroit Tuesday. It's been beer dunks. We did not score in the Rockets' last game against Denver on Wednesday night.
Really a nice pass by Nowitzki. A good quick pass. That's that ball movement I was making reference to in the open, the top of the show.
Third turnover.
He's going.
He'll pull it back and go to Kidd. Good decisions, both by Bray and Kidd. Post-up opportunity. Here's Dirk against McGrady, and blocked by McGrady. McGrady had the dreaded microfracture surgery on his left knee February 24th. And is back on the floor this week. Scola scores for Houston. For you, Bob.
I still think there's a lot of players in this league that do not believe he can do what he's doing. And they totally underestimate him.
Ariza with a quick pass to Brooks. Scola rumbling down the lane. Pass was off the mark, intended for Hayes. That's Houston's fourth turnover. Post-up opportunity. Marion against Ariza. Into the paint, quickly up off the floor, and Marion scores for the first time.
You had to throw that quickly in there, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
that's what he does, man.
Ariza never got his arms up above his shoulders to contest it. It was quick.
Brooks knifing up the baseline.
That's a really nice pass, and an excellent cut by Brooks that time.
Yeah, it is so weird watching Tracy McGrady run. He is definitely laboring to get up and down the floor. That knee is still not anywhere close to being solid.
Marion in the lane, loses it. Leaking out Ariza, and Ariza will get the breakaway dunk. Just to again follow up as a reminder of what Skin was saying about McGrady's knee. The left knee, and again it was microfracture surgery, that is, on February 24th. 10 years ago, Bob, I'd never even heard of the term microfracture surgery. You hear it now, and you know it's bad news. That was bad news for the Rockets to drive up the baseline, and Dirk with a flush.
You know what I like about the move? He was going to his right. Frequently on a drive to the basket, Nowitzki's going to his left. Not that time. Drove to his right.
And Terry came in. Bray and Dirk subbed out then, and just shortly after that, Gooden checked in for Dampier.
And that is the 8-man rotation that we have seen a lot of.
Carlisle only played 8 guys against Oklahoma City the other night. McGrady comes up short, but misses so badly that rebound caroms on the perimeter out to Luis Scola. Stepping back to the three-point line now, driving Ariza. He got fouled on the floor. That's no basket. A call on Josh Howard, his first, and the Mavericks' 4th team foul. Throw in on the sideline for Trevor Ariza, first-year Rocket, after winning a title with the Lakers last year. McGrady on the money.
Well, sooner or later, he's going to get comfortable, McGrady is, and he's going to break out. Don't know that he'll be the player he once was, but he's still going to be a good player. And I hope that begins tomorrow.
Don't want it now.
Because they will be playing tomorrow against Oklahoma City down in Houston. Outside to Howard from Gooden coming out. It is blocked by Scola. And then make that Ariza who blocked it. And the Rockets have it to Landry. Kidd snatches the rebound away before Scola can get there. The Rockets have the last 5 points to cut Dallas's once 10-point lead in half. Offensive rebound, Drew Gooden. Hook shot is missed and Landry rebounds.
Mavericks have missed some opportunities here to separate a little bit and build a little bit of a lead.
Final minute now of the first quarter, and Scola backs in on Gooden. And it goes right back to Scola off the hand of Kidd, who then dives out and knocks it away. Howard pulls up in transition and hits bullseyes.
It's a nice rhythm basket. You're headed down the floor like that. Kidd delivers that pass to Howard, who is right into that shot right now.
I love how Kidd attacked Scola the second he put that ball on the floor, too, to start that fast break.
You know, that's why they get it, because of that defensive play.
Ariza inside pivots against Howard, now drives into the paint, and the lefty layup rolls home.
That's where Ariza needs to be. I still think he's a small forward rather than a big guard. He needs to be down around the basket a little bit more, not shooting so many threes.
Let's go, Mavs!
3-second difference. Houston does have a foul to give. Howard with a long two-pointer. Kept alive by Marion, grabbed by Gooden. He misses. Marion's tip-in is no good. And the Mavericks are missing some opportunities tonight around the rim.
And the Houston Chronicle really is just a great program, guys. And once again, they were taking care of these kids this year.
That's Les Alexander every year, Bill.
Yeah, they've given the Rockets organization, and that's Les, has given over $900,000 to Goodfellows.
Jack Sweeney of the Chronicle.
That was Jack getting the check, and of course, Jack is such a great guy, and he's done so many. The Chronicle and Jack Sweeney have done so many neat things for the community, too. There's Kevin Durant with the turnaround.
He's a good fellow also.
Yes, he is.
Literally.
So Tracy McGrady in the game now for Houston.
Again, leaders in this Houston community. You can't beat it.
Pretty good defense there as McGrady tried to go to the basket. Battier's open for a three. Got it. Good pass. Good two-man game from McGrady and Battier.
Position.
Yeah, that was a good draft for the Thunder. And for the last 2 years, how about the point guards that have been drafted into the NBA?
Ooh, it just keeps getting better.
This past year alone. There's McGrady. A little too hard. Green was able to get a hand in his face.
How about Ricky Rubio? He didn't come, but boy, I tell you, the crop has been stellar.
Yeah, Kristich off his knee. It'll be Houston's ball. Good defense by the Rockets.
Brandon Jennings, Johnny Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn had a great game last night. Since Love's come back, Minnesota's won 3 of the last 5. I think finally that the talent level has caught up to the expansion that's been going on. Yeah, started about 20 years ago. There's McGrady going to the basket. A good strong move. He just didn't finish it. Back the other way. Great defense by Ariza to cut him off. Cephalosha came away with the ball and Scola with the rebound. In and out. Tough luck shot.
But it got the shot he wanted. Just couldn't knock it down.
Green working on McGrady. And it's tipped up and in by Cephalosha.
Rockets not only they're not blocking out, giving up offensive rebounds. That's a bad sign against this team.
I don't know how Aaron Brooks got that pass through there, but McGrady couldn't make the layup. Quickly back, and Ariza gets the steal. He's number 4 in the NBA at over 2 a game. And that's 2 steals for him tonight. Here early in the going.
McGrady wants the pick and roll with Scola.
In the deep corner. Three-pointer for Trevor Ariza. Boy, he's had a little trouble finding that three-point range, but that pass came from the inside out. That's where he makes most of them.
Yeah, McGrady's a good playmaker as well.
Yes, indeed. And Scott Brooks calls a timeout. So Teddy, the pastor must be doing pretty well at passing that plate around. He's got front row seats.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way. I think he's got some members taking care of him.
Oh, okay, good. Here at Christmas time, that was pretty good.
Absolutely.
Brother John Bisagno always had good seats, so the Baptist took care of him. There's Jeff Green with the miss.
Finally
back
gets one
in.
to go down.
It was coming out and went back in.
1 for 5. He struggles against the Rockets, as we talked about earlier.
Ariza.
Jump.
Grady at the three-point line. Now he wants to work on Westbrook. Passes up to Battier, and it will not go down. And that's going to be a loose ball foul called on Scola. And James Harden, the youngster out of Arizona State, #1 draft choice for Oklahoma City in the game now. He had a big game last night in their win over Detroit. Good defense by Houston. Grady got the rebound.
Yeah, Harden has really come along as a player, averaging almost 10 points a game off the bench. 21 minutes as a rookie, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, he lit up the Pac-10 last year. He's quite a player.
He's only going to get better and better.
McGrady takes it inside, back to the corner, extra pass. Aaron Brooks, back to McGrady. McGrady from the corner for a long 2 for Tracy McGrady, his first basket of the game.
That was good ball movement. They moved it around the horn, found the open man. And when you got a bunch of shooters out there, run the little pin downs for Durant and Harden, primary scorers.
Westbrook looking for Durant. Ariza overplaying him. Westbrook got into traffic, no place to go. Cardinal sin, don't get up in the air unless you got an idea. And Brooks Back to Lowry, over to Ariza. Good drive, goes right around Durant for two.
Controlling the paint. You always pack the paint. Don't give up layups repeatedly.
3 seconds, down to 2. McGrady's going to have to take it. Little leaner by McGrady is short. So T-Mac in his 8 minutes, 1 for 5 from the field. And the Rockets win the first quarter just barely, 23-22. Still excites this holiday crowd. They want to see their superstars, and of course McGrady, an 8-time NBA All-Star. He's trying to get back in his rhythm. Boy, he came out firing tonight.
Wow. Well, I think he knows he's only going to play 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I need to get busy while I'm in there.
Well,
there's no reason to save energy.
Yeah, he never looked for a shot before, did he?
No, he's coming out with a different fervor tonight.
The ball is thrown out of bounds, hit by Houston.
I think he wants to prove that he's healthy. Here's T-Mac coming off the pin down. One dribble pull-up, nothing but net. Vintage.
We talk about Blake Griffin getting back to join the Clippers. What would happen if an all-star like McGrady could get back and get in full speed for the Rockets?
Nothing but good things.
Tipped outside to Gordon, who missed the 3-point. Kaman, how did he get that open?
Wide open. He's too big to lose now. And he's a good shooter. He's the leading scorer for this Clipper team in 19, almost 20 points a game.
How about 9 points already? 9 of the 14 scored by LA. McGrady pops back out and hits again. Tracy McGrady is on fire. He hits his first 2 shots.
He says, take some of that, big boy.
Aaron Brooks looking for Landry on the post up now to McGrady. McGrady says, come on out, set the pick. McGrady bobbing and weaving. T-Mac to the right, and he's fouled.
Into the basket hard. I like that.
That's McGrady right there. That's what you like to see. For the first time this season, Tracy McGrady flashes to the basket.
Elevates, take the punishment, falls down hard, gets up easily. Laughs about it. He got 2 free throws coming.
He came in having a little bit of a laugh. He said, now, you know, in the old days, Chris, I would have slammed that over you. You had no chance to block it in the old days.
No, he would have got a lot of elevation once he planted. And, you know, that's how you know if you're truly back yet.
Yeah.
You got to do all of the things that you used to do.
That's right.
The elevation, the hang time. Hey, let me tell you something. Joey Dorsey sighting. I was at the game, the Vipers developmental league game last night. Joey Dorsey had a tremendous game.
Where'd
they
they
had about
play?
20 points, 20 rebounds.
Down in the valley?
Yeah, the Reno team. Yeah, because Davis is very strong at 6'3" and can jump really high.
There's 2 free throws by McGrady. The first 2 he's made this year. He was 0 for 2. McGrady going baseline on Butler. Nice pass to Scola. I'll tell you, you don't realize how much basketball McGrady knows till you get to watch him. You know, he just absolutely is a terrific passer.
Great vision, makes everybody around him better when he's on the floor. Quarter, you're coming out.
It's kind of rule of thumb all over the league.
Pretty much. Some guys can play like that. It's like LeBron, Kobe.
McGrady takes it in, draws another foul. This time he switched hands, went to his left hand from the left side, and drew the foul. A nifty little move by T-Mac.
Well, he's been aggressive, putting the ball on the floor, taking it into traffic, and trying to score. That's what you want to see him do. Try some things that are tough moves. I'm impressed by what I see here tonight.
Yeah, me too. And you feel for Rasul Butler because he's got no chance.
No, you got to get help. You got to double him. Because if he's healthy, Tracy McGrady is one of the most potent offensive players in the game.
Well, he's come out with a vengeance tonight. He's played 4 minutes, and that's 8 points. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 for 2 from the field. Tracy hasn't missed a thing.
I mentioned it early, but they score 100 points a game on the road.
60% shooting by the Rockets, 60% shooting by LA. McGrady turns the corner, lays it up, missed it. Scola's got it. Scola puts it up with a hook shot. He missed it.
See how high McGrady got up on that last drive?
I didn't think he got up very high at all.
Yeah, he was way over the rim. You know, you got to get up there to understand that.
Well, why didn't he dunk it?
Well, I had a guy by the name of Chris Kaman in his way.
Now the foul is called on Scola.
Check out T-Mac. Look at that, Bill. He's over the rim. What are you thinking?
We'll go ahead and dunk the ball.
Well, you see that 7-footer went after the block?
Well, dunk it, take his hand off. He won't do that anymore.
No, it's just that's the way you go to the rack. You keep going to the rack like that, good things will happen.
Responded with his rookie year. Grady's got it. And he'll fire it up. Missed his first shot. Landry goes to get it. Can't hold him.
He's producing at a very high level.
Yes, he is. And this is the best that he has played. This is the 5th game he's played since coming back from the microfracture surgery. And he looks a lot better than he has in the previous 4.
Yeah, he's moving really well. He's making things happen. He's being aggressive. He's not being passive out on the floor.
Well, that foul that they had, just
contact and no foul. Just a hang time by Kyle Lowry.
Baron Davis tries to get it to Camby on the run. Battier's got it if he can find the handle. He does. Lowry goes cross court. McGrady on the drive. McGrady, T-Mac to the rack.
See, he's been really aggressive in transition, taking the ball all the way to the basket in traffic.
Tracy McGrady leading the bench to a 14-2 advantage. T-Mac with 10 points in 7 minutes. Going right back to Baron Davis again. Double team comes over. They swing it around to Butler. And he hits a 3. I wouldn't leave him the way he's been scoring lately.
He's a specialist three-point shooter. You want to keep a body on him at all times. Now, I got a question for you, Bill. McGrady's playing so well. Do you give him more than 7 minutes tonight, or do you keep him on his schedule?
Well, I'm sure Rick Adelman's not interested in what I think, but I'm sure Rick has a plan, and he'll stick to it. But he is shorthanded. You know, Von Wafer's been signed, but he hasn't passed his physical.
Yeah.
And Buttinger's out, so we'll see.
Not a bad option.
All right, T-Mac looks up now. There's a difference of about 2 seconds, 3 seconds in the shot clock, game clock, and McGrady will have the ball.
1-4 flat, taking it one-on-one.
Passes to the outside. Three-pointer, and McGrady gets another assist. Lowry. And the other way for Gordon for 2. Unbelievable. Eric Gordon goes the length of the court to answer with a 2. What a drive. They'll check it again to make sure, but I think he beat the buzzer. And what an exciting first quarter. Tracy McGrady with 10 points, 3 assists, and the Rockets lead by 1.
And their stats proved that out. They were right up at the top of the league last year in defensive efficiency and opponents' effective field goal percentage. And of course, now they're in the middle of the pack without Yao Ming. Plus the fact they just took up so much space in the paint that clogged things up for opponents.
Tracy McGrady is in the ball game and throws a perfect pass cross court to Aaron Brooks for 3. T-Mac has played 4 games since coming back. Make that 5. This will be his 6th, but has not played more than 8 minutes in any of those 5 games. Nelson got all the way to the basket, but then passed it off to Vince Carter. First time tonight. Vince Carter. That's touched last by Hayes, I think. Yep, magic ball. Carter's 1 for his first 4.
The right idea, though, take the ball to the basket, especially against his cousin Tracy McGrady, who's obviously not moving nearly. He never used to really move that well defensively, even when he was supposedly healthy.
There's the matchup with Cousins. Carter takes it to the basket again. Here come the Rockets.
And Vince is getting in there, just can't finish. Felt he was fouled on that particular play.
Magic down to 36% shooting. Houston 6 out of 11. Now the matchup on the other end. Shot clock is at 5. Lewis switched on Mcgrady. Howard with 6 rebounds in the first quarter. 16.4 points per game coming off the bench.
And just a couple of games ago, he took an elbow from Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks and lost 5 teeth. Oh, my. That was almost old Vince.
Yeah. And
Toronto Vince.
Whistle and the foul against Houston. Landry.
Tracy McGrady giving him a little bit. Hey, you can't quite get there anymore, can you? Came up a little bit short, obviously because he got hit, I guess. Trying to keep him off. He's got Dwight Howard on Landry. That'll take care of that. Although Dwight's not a box-out guy.
Ryan Anderson is on David Anderson. Tracy McGrady. McGrady, in their last game against the Clippers last night, made 3 out of 5 and 4 out of 4 free throws in just 7.5 minutes. Here's a post-up from McGrady against Carter. Excellent job by Vince. Anderson goes to the left hand, rebound Carter. 8.7 rebounds in the first quarter for Dwight Howard.
And you can see the strategy for the Rockets. They're trying to play Dwight one-on-one. They're not fouling. He's only gone to the free throw line for one time for 2 shots. Boy, the Rockets have missed some point-blank layups. The last one by Anderson, now that one by McGrady, and a couple of others.
I'll say this about Tracy. It looks like he's got pretty good quickness.
Yeah.
They've shown terrific energy and jumped on Houston quick. McGrady returning to the Amway Arena, where he was an outstanding talent for 4 NBA seasons. But so far, McGrady and his Rockets no match for Stan Van Gundy's Magic. 34-22 our score after 1.